You weren't born in shining halls of light or in a sacred grove. Your cradle is a stinking pile of bodies on the fields of endless carnage. You are not a hero. You are a necromantic mistake, stitched together from rotting meat, rusty iron, and pure hatred. You wake up to the smell. It's not the scent of morning coffee. It's the sweet stench of decay that will now be with you forever. Your first memory is hunger. An endless, aching hunger in a belly that seems to consist of 3 stomachs of different sizes. You look at your hands. The left one is small, weak, clutching a cleaver covered in dried blood. The right one is not a hand. It is a death sentence, a huge, bloated limb ending in a heavy chain with a bloody hook. You weigh 300 kilograms of pure cholesterol and malice. Your IQ is equal to the number of wards bought by your Position 5 support, which is to say, 0. Welcome to Dota. You are Pudge, and this is your entire life. You spawn at the fountain. They are standing around you, your allies. An elf in a bikini armor, an old man in a gyrocopter, some stone statue. They look at you with silent questions and fear. The enemies aren't afraid of you. Your own team is afraid of you, because you are Pudge. You are the Russian roulette of this match. The outcome of the game is in your hands, and usually that outcome is 40 minutes of pain and minus 25 MMR. You type your mantra into the chat, your battle cry that gives 4 people a microstroke. Mid or feed. You aren't asking, you're stating a fact. You waddle to the central lane, leaving a trail of flies and maggots behind you. Your movement speed is 285. You are slower than a courier without wings. You are slower than evolution. While the enemy storm spirit is already checking the rune, you are still rolling over the base threshold. Your aesthetic is ugliness. Your apron is stitched from human skin, and you're proud of it.
A gut hangs from your side, sometimes falling out, and you have to tuck it back in like a shoelace. The laning phase begins. You are up against a ranged hero, sniper, a little dwarf with a gun. He shoots you from a distance you can't even spit across. Every bullet is a humiliation. You want to walk up and hit a creep, but you take 3 shots to the face. Your armor is 0. You are a piece of meat that takes physical damage like a hot knife through butter. You hide in the trees. You become a partisan. Your game is waiting. You stand in the shadows, blending into the textures, and wait. Your bloodshot eyes drill through the fog of war. You wait for a mistake. You wait for the dwarf to take one wrong step. Your heart doesn't beat, but adrenaline pumps some black sludge through your veins. Here is the moment. You wind up. The sound of the chain is a symphony of death. The clank of metal. The hook flies across half the map. Time slows down. You see the point approaching the target, and it passes a millimeter from the enemy's ear, slamming into a siege creep. A miss. Questions immediately appear in the chat. Question marks fall on your head like rain. Your team hates you. The enemy laughs at you. You press taunt, and your hero shakes his fat belly, showing that you don't care. But inside, deep under layers of fat, it hurts. You wanted to be Dindy. You wanted highlights, but you became a laughingstock. But you have Plan B. The stench. Rot. You toggle your aura. You start rotting alive. A toxic cloud of green gas surrounds you. It slows enemies. It corrodes their lungs. But there is a catch. It kills you too. You are a masochist. You burn your own health to deal damage. You scream in pain. Your skin bubbles and peels off in strips. But you endure it because the enemy feels even worse. This is your lifestyle. I feel bad, but you will feel worse. You get close. The stench is unbearable. The dwarf panics. He tries to run, but the slime on the ground holds his feet. You raise the cleaver. A strike. A squelching sound. Another strike. You taste blood. You forget the pain. You see the enemy's health bar melting. 50 hit points left. He turns around and fires shrapnel. You also have 50 hit points. It's a race against death. Who dies first? Your stench or his bullet? You take the last step and finish yourself off. Denied. You fall face down in the mud, but the enemy gets no gold, no experience. You laugh, spitting out teeth. You cheated the system. You died, but you won. This is your twisted logic. You respawn. You buy boots. Now you aren't just fat. You are a fast fatty. You go to gank. The other lanes pray you don't come, because your gank is always a lottery. 50-50. Either you hook the enemy and get a kill, or you hook your own carry, pull him out of the safety zone right under the enemy tower, and throw the game. You approach the safe lane. The enemy anti-mage is farming there. He is agile. He hates magic. He hates you. You are in the bushes again. You are a predator, hunting prey that is smarter and faster than you. You throw the hook to where he's going to be. You read his mind. You know where he will blink. The hook flies into the void, and suddenly, out of thin air, Anti-Mage impales himself right on the tip. Got him! Contact! You drag him to you. He screams, he kicks, but the chain is relentless. You pull him into your sweaty embrace. And then comes the climax. Ultimate. Dismember. Alive. You start eating him, right on the battlefield. You gnaw into his flesh, tearing off chunks of meat. You chew so loud that even the viewers on Twitch can hear it. You restore health with his blood. He can't move. He can't cast spells. He is just food. You feel your strength growing. Passive ability. Flesh heap. With every enemy death nearby, you get thicker. You build up a layer of fat that protects you from magic. You are a damage sponge, a collector of corpses. The more death around you, the stronger you become. Your dream is to get 50 stacks and become an immortal meatball rolling across the map, crushing buildings with your mass. But the game drags on. 25th minute. You bought Etherlands. Now your hook flies further than the eye can see. You put on magic glasses to spot a victim on the other side of the river. Your mana burns out in 2 combos, but it doesn't matter. You bought Blink Dagger. Now you are a flying carcass. You jump out of the bushes like a 300-kilogram ballerina. The element of surprise. Enemies fear the dark. They don't go into the jungle without wards because they know you are sitting there. You are a jump scare. You are horror. You create an atmosphere of paranoia. Enemy supports spend all their gold on vision just to see your fat body in advance. But you bought Agonyms. Now you can swallow your own team. You become an ambulance. Is your carry stunned? Is your mid laner getting kicked by 5 people? You just walk up, open your mouth, and swallow your ally. He sits in your stomach, safe, among the half-digested remains of creeps and anti-mage, healing. You are a mama kangaroo, only your pouch is on the inside, and it smells like death. You run away with the precious cargo, taking all the hits with your back. Your back is a map of scars, sword marks, magic burns, bullet holes. You endure. Your job is to absorb all the pain of the world so your flimsy drow ranger can shoot a little. But then comes the late game. Minute 40. The enemies have BKB, Black King Bar. Your nightmare. Your magic is useless. Your stench doesn't work. Your ultimate doesn't hold. You throw a hook, hit Sven, who is glowing with golden light, and realize you made a mistake. You didn't pull a victim. You pulled a killing machine into your team. Sven activates his ultimate. His sword turns red, and with 2 swings, he sends you to the tavern. You look at the respawn timer. 100 seconds. For 100 seconds, you sit in the dark, thinking about your life.
Your team types report Pudge. Enemies type ease mid. You feel your self-esteem drop below the floorboards. You look at your items. You have Heart of Tarask, the heart of an ancient monster. Now you have 5,000 health. You are a raid boss. But what is the point of health if you are just a punching bag? They ignore you. Enemies run past you, kill your friends, destroy the throne, and you just stand there stinking. You try to bite, but your teeth have worn down on their armor. You feel like a useless piece of lard. You remember the old days. 2013, the fountain hook, a bug that became a legend. Jen sends you to base, you throw the hook, and it flies across the entire map, dragging the enemy right into your fountain where the tower laser burns them. It was art. It was a miracle. You felt like the god of geometry. But Ice Frog, the cold toad, creator of this world, took that toy away from you. He said, "It's not fair." Now your hook doesn't curve. Now physics works boringly. You are a victim of patches. You were nerfed, cut, regeneration reduced, mana cost increased. But you are still here. You are the most popular hero in the history of Dota. Why? Because you are a drug. The sound of a hook connecting releases dopamine comparable to a casino win. You are willing to miss 10 times just to hit the 11th and hear that sound. You live for that moment, for that, "Get over here!" The game is coming to an end. Your throne falls. The ancient explodes, shattering into shards of light. The word defeat burns on the screen like a red brand. You look at the stats. You have 2 kills, 12 deaths, and 3 assists. Your building damage is 0. Your net worth is lower than the enemy support. You are ballast, an anchor that dragged the team to the bottom. In the post-game chat, hell breaks loose. They wish you death. They wish diseases on your family. They promise to find you by IP. You read this with a stone face. You don't care. You have thick skin, literally. You are used to toxicity. You were born in it. You breathe it. You report the one who screamed the loudest and press the Find Match button. A new game is found. That drum sound again. Hero selection again. Your hand reaches for the portrait of the fat butcher on its own. Your brain says, pick a normal mid laner. Pick Spirit. Pick Puck. But your heart, rotten and black, whispers, Pudge. And you pick him, immediately. First pick, so no one else takes him. You hear the heavy sigh of 4 people in your new team. They already know what awaits them. They already hate you. And you smile, looking at your hook. This time I'll hit. This time I'll be like Dindy. This time I'll build Ethereal Blade and Dagon. You believe in miracles. You are incorrigible. You think about who you are in the lore. You were a simple butcher at the king's court. Your job was to chop meat for feasts, but there was more and more meat and fewer feasts. Soldiers' corpses were brought in by the cartload. You stopped distinguishing between pork and human flesh. You started sewing pieces together, experimenting. You went mad from the blood. And now you wander the battlefields, an eternally hungry scavenger. Your only friend is a fly buzzing over your ear. Your only god is fresh meat. You look at the enemy Rubik. He stole your hook. He is a great mage, son of Aghanim, but even he cannot resist the temptation to throw the chain. He throws and connects. He plays your hero better than you. It is a disgrace. You get hooked by your own weapon. You fly towards him, and he lifts you with telekinesis. You hang in the air, a helpless carcass, thinking, what irony. The butcher has become the meat. You buy the shard, Aghanim's shard. Now you can eat an ally and spit them at the enemy. This is a new mechanic. You feel like artillery. You swallow your initiator, axe or centaur, and spit them across half the map. A living projectile.
Axe flies into the crowd, taunts everyone, and you win the fight. Your team types GJ Pudge. For the first time in 20 games, you were praised. You feel warmth in your chest. Maybe it's heartburn from the creep you ate, or maybe it's pride. You aren't useless. You are a strategist, a catapult firing people. But luck is fickle. You meet your worst enemy, Life Stealer. Nyx, a little ghoul who tears flesh with claws. To him, you are an all-you-can-eat buffet. You have a lot of health, and he deals damage based on percentage of health. Every hit heals him and kills you. You toggle rot, try to eat him, but he presses rage. He becomes immune to magic. He tears you apart, climbs inside you with infest, and explodes from within. It is the most humiliating thing that can happen. You became a taxi for your killer. You burst like an overripe watermelon, spraying guts all over the map. You see him crawl out of your corpse, full of strength and health. You are his medkit. You are his lunch. You are in the tavern again. You look at your inventory. What to build? Maybe a pipe to protect the team from magic? No, that's for the weak. You build Shiva's guard. Ice armor. You want to be beautiful. You want an icy wave to radiate from you. You are an aesthete butcher. You go to the lane. Invoker is there, an egotistical blonde with 10 spells. He throws a meteor, tornadoes, a blast at you. You stand under this hail of spells and just scratch your belly. You have 3,000 health and 50% magic resistance. He doesn't have enough mana to kill you. You just walk at him, slowly, inevitably, like a tsunami of fat. He panics. He presses ghost walk, goes invisible. But you have rot on. You see the footsteps. Damage ticks knock him out of invisibility. Dust. Hook at point-blank range. Ultimate. Fresh meat! You tear the greatest mage of the modern age apart with your bare hands. You, who cannot read, kill the one who has read all the books in the world. Brute force defeats intellect. This is the law of the jungle. This is the law of the pub. And here is the final battle for Roshan. The stone golem in the cave guards immortality. The Aegis. Your team is afraid to go in. It's dark. You go first. You are the tank. You must take the hit. You enter the rush pit. The darkness explodes with colors. The enemies were waiting for you. Stun, hex, silence. You can't press a single button. 5 people are beating you. But you laugh, because while they're beating you, your team is coming from behind. You absorb 1,000,000 damage. You die, but you buy time. Your death is not in vain. You are the sacrifice of the queen for a checkmate. Your allies grind the enemies into dust. Roshan falls. Your carry picks up the Aegis. You lie dead and watch your team go to break the throne. You won't see the victory with your own eyes, but you know you did this. Your fat became the foundation of success, the summary of your life. Class, strength. Role, butcher. Favorite dish, intelligence heroes. Your hook counter has passed 1,000,000. Accuracy percentage, 17%. Same as Spirit Breaker's bash chance. You are a low-priority legend. You are the reason for broken monitors and keyboards. You are cosplayed at every tournament. Fat guys paint their skin pink and put on aprons to look like you. You are the face of Dota, whether anyone likes it or not. Not the beautiful Crystal Maiden, not the pretentious Dragon Knight, but you, rotten, smelly, cruel Pudge. Because you are a reflection of the game itself. Pain, rage, toxicity, and moments of pure, unclouded happiness when the hook hits the target. You close Dota. It's 3 in the morning. Your eyes are red, your back hurts, and you hate yourself. But you know that tomorrow you will sit in this chair again. You will press play again. And when the time comes to pick, your hand will tremble again. You'll tell yourself, well, one more on Pudge, just for fun. and it will never end. Because you don't just play Pudge. You are Pudge. You devour your time, your nerves, and your life, hoping for that one lucky hook that justifies everything. In the next episode, you are Invoker. 10 spells, 0 use. Pianist fingers, chicken brain. Casting a meteor on creeps or a sunstrike into nowhere. Your life is an attempt to prove you're smarter than others, while Phantom Assassin kills you with one auto attack. Write in the comments who you want to be, a magic genius who dies in 2 hits, or Ricky the Rat, whom no one sees but everyone hates. This is the channel Through the Feeder's Eyes. We show your MMR from the inside. Subscribe and we'll hook you straight to hell.